Hey guys, welcome back to Melbourne Vibe. My final exams are 3 days away and we were thinking that a lot of you guys would be wondering how are the exam patterns in Australia and what are the things that you should not do if you want amazing grades when you're studying in Australia. So in this video we are covering 3 things that you should not do if you want amazing grades and how are the exams in Australia. So check it out. First things first, if you're new to this channel, then we create all the videos for international students giving out information about Australia and international students' life in Australia. So hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. So let's talk about the exam pattern first and how the marks are allocated. So there are 2 parts. First is the assignments and second is the final exams. Now this depends on the subject because one of the subjects that I have, there is no final exam, but there were 3 major assignments, 30%, 40% and 30% that I had to do during my semester. So obviously it will depend on your specific subjects. If not, and if you have final exam, which means that around 50 or 60% would consist of the assignments that you have to do. So that obviously the deadlines would be given to you, for example, week 2 or week 4 or week 6. If you don't remember, there are 12 weeks in one semester in Australia. We have the whole video on education system in Australia. I'll put the link here so that you can see what exactly is that video and how is the education pattern. But you have 12 weeks in a semester. In between that there will be one semester break, and after those 12 weeks there will be one revision week. After that your final exams will start. Now exams are pretty similar to the exams that you have given all your life. So for example, if it is 100 marks, then you have different questions, 2 hours or 3 hours of writing those answers, and that's it. You get your results after 2 or 3 weeks once the university decides when they want to give it to you. But important thing is the 3 things that you should not do if you want amazing grades when you're studying in Australia. So number 1 is plagiarism, or do not copy your assignments. The reason why I've put this on number 1 is because guys, plagiarism is huge deal here. And if you caught copying or plagiarizing your assignments, then literally you can get kicked out of your university. So a lot of people, what they do is they just copy it from Wikipedia or a different website, paraphrase it and then submit it. But guys, there is something called Turnitin. So when you submit your assignment, then that software will check what all websites that you have copied from. And that's why your risk of getting caught increases a lot. So guys, please don't copy because it's huge. So if at all you got plagiarizing, that can cost you not only that subject, but also that they can kick you out of the university. So number 1 is, guys, don't copy or don't plagiarize your assignments. Number 2 is that a lot of times it can get really difficult to understand specific subject. For example, if you're studying engineering management and you have no background in management, then you wouldn't know what to study in economics or management. And that's why every university has a lot of guide and a lot of help from a specific department. For example, Monash has Monash Connect, which has specific mentors who can help you how to get help or how to approach a specific subject. Apart from that, libraries have a lot of resources and people who can specifically help you with your assignments and exam. And at the end, obviously, you have your friends. So what not to do is completely rely on yourself and think that you can do everything and you don't need any help, which is very important, guys. Universities have these resources so that we can go to university, study and get help so that we can get good grades. And the third and most important is don't take your assignments which is in semester very lightly, because what will happen is, for example, I'll give you my example. In first semester, I had this quiz that we had to do every week. It was only 1%, which we have to do every week. 10 weeks, this quiz was going on, and that total was 10% of my whole subject. Now, because first semester you always want to chill, you want to party, you have a lot of friends, you meet a lot of people. And that's why it becomes really difficult to every week go and do this quiz or study that week's material. And that's why I didn't do it. But because I didn't do it, I scored really well in my final exams, but because those quizzes I didn't do well, I couldn't get the highest grade possible. So for example, in my university, in Monash University, it's high distinction. So if you get between 80 to 100, it's high distinction. Generally it's A or A plus. So I couldn't get that, and then I got distinction. I got around 78 out of 100. And if I would have given those tests on time or did those quizzes, then I would easily get high distinction because it was only 2 marks. And obviously I thought that I should have, but then it was too late. So guys, do your assignments on time. So just to give you a recap guys, 3 things. First, do not plagiarize or do not copy. It's a really big deal, more than what you would have thought of. Second, use the library resources. Don't just rely on yourself or your friends. Universities have a lot of help. They really don't want you to just fail or keep giving more and more money. And the third is do your assignments on time. Don't just keep everything at the last moment, because then you wouldn't be able to get the best grades that you would have if you would do your assignments on time. That's it guys. Hope you loved the video. Don't forget to join that Facebook group, Melbourne Vibes Study in Australia, wherein you can meet people just like you who are either in Australia or planning to come to Australia. And don't forget to hit the like button, write it in the comment which was the point that you loved the most, and subscribe to our channel. Welcome to Melbourne Vibes.